What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another Oh no, what it is? That's what we back for. Okay, listen. I'm gonna try to do this video and see if it goes straight through, and I'm gonna just tell y'all this right on offset because I don't know when it comes to these what it is videos. Sometimes the audio kind of unsync itself towards the end. I don't get it. I don't understand why, but oh, I'm sorry for somebody to say, "Girl, why you make that loud noise?" Cause y'all so sensitive. Y'all so goddamn sensitive. But anyway, I'm just playing with y'all. But I ain't gonna re-record, okay? Because I feel like the energy that I give in the first one, that's what the one is we're gonna get. But we'll see how, this video goes. So hopefully everything goes well. I don't know if it's YouTube end or my end, but when I record it's fine, but then when I upload it or whatever, and it's like, what the hell is going on right here? But we'll see. But anyway, first of all, before we truly get started in this video, I want to send a thank you out to, girl, I don't know if you want me to say your name, but I'm gonna say your name anyway because you didn't have to do what you did. Key or Ki Green, you sent me something in Cash App and I didn't ask for it. I just so happened got a notification and it was there, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I do have a birthday coming up, so if y'all want to donate or do whatever y'all want to do, y'all can do that. But it's nothing, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to say thank you because it's appreciated, because you truly did not have to do that. No, let me tell you something. No one has to give us, well, no one has to give me anything, and I will be 100% fine. Okay, I'm not that type of person, and no shade to anybody else that does this, that um put up their Cash App or whatever. The only time that I put it up is when it's a high demand for it, and that was the only one time that I put it up in my community thing or whatever. But other than that, y'all don't have to do that, okay? That's, if you want to give, you can give, but I'm not finna get on here saying, oh, please donate or whatever and all that stuff. No, I just work shit out myself. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, thank you again for that. It was much appreciated. Let's just get started, because to be quite honest, I feel as though this is not going to be a long video because it has not been much that happened this week. We coming off of the holiday break, and a lot of things have been slowing down or whatever in entertainment news as well. So one of the big news stories that's out here actually in my city is Superintendent, or I should say the former top cop Superintendent Eddie Johnson. All right. Now, if you heard that name before, excuse me, my sinuses. If you heard that name before, you heard it in conjunction with the Jussie Smollett case that happened out here. And him going back and forth with people, him doing interviews and all that stuff. They call him our top cop. Listen, y'all, I'm going to get my hair done on Tuesday. So, Jesus Christ. I know y'all tired of it. I know y'all's like, bitch, will you get it done? Because I'm tired. Girl, it takes me out every time I turn the camera on. Anyway, so yeah, he was set to retire by the end of this year, okay? They threw him this big lavish, retirement party, whatever. The mayor was down there, all that stuff, okay? We got the new mayor, Lori Lightfoot, she was throwing it and all that stuff, okay? Cool. Then earlier this week, it comes out saying that he been fired. We like, wait a minute, what happened? It was like, she regret throwing this party for him. And then they said that he lied about something about him being a few blocks. They actually said he was like a few blocks or so away from his home. And he was sleeping in his cop vehicle while it was running, and when they was questioned, and then I think this happened October 17th around 12:30 a.m. Okay, 12:30 in the morning, all this stuff was going on. And so when she questioned him about it, you falling asleep at the vehicle while the vehicle is running, anybody could have came up, did something or whatever. So I guess that's what they're thinking, because at first when the story initially came out, I was like, so you get fired just because I know the safety, but to get fired and right before retirement, it just didn't make sense to me. And then more stuff started coming out, because when they said that, he lied about that, he said that he had basically was, he was treated for a blood clot that happened, I think, last summer, not this past summer, but in 2018. And also he has high blood pressure, so he forgot to take his high blood pressure medication, and therefore he felt like his blood pressure was going up, and so therefore he had to pull over or whatever to let the symptoms that he was feeling at the moment subside for a minute. And that what was going on. And so, this is the story that he's giving out. They had another cop or whatever come over there to him. He refused to, they didn't ask him to take a breathalyzer test or anything, because I guess he's the top cop. They said, he legit or whatever. And so they let that be gone, be what it is. And Lori Lightfoot kept on saying, I kept asking him, is this the truth? Is this the truth? And he was lying to me. And I was like, okay, so this is what we get fired for. All right. Maybe you really wanted this man out, but then come to find out, girl, she said what we found, the evidence that we found, well, I'm not going to put it all the way out there yet, because I'm going to allow him basically to go talk to his family and his wife, whatever, because it'll be detrimental to the family. I said, oh, that sounded like somebody was either cheating, somebody was drunk, or with some drugs involved, or some dirty shit that was going on in that car. Okay, I'm thinking that he had a bitch up in the car, something like that. That's what I'm thinking. Girl, come to find out, they got footage of him, he said he only had a couple of drinks or whatever, but they said they got footage of him at this cafe that is notorious for pouring real strong drinks and pouring a lot, like very large drinks, okay? And he had multiple drinks, and he was there for 3 hours, and he was there with one of the people that was assigned to actually be on his security detail, a female, okay? This woman, they sitting there talking. They had this little repertoire between them two where they always talked about their marriages or whatever. She's going through a divorce. She filed for divorce in 2018. Next thing you know, they said they got them on camera kissing a few times. I said, so you out here fucking around on your wife? On your wife? No wonder why Lori said what she said. I said, this is some mess. I said, at the end of the day, this is Chicago politics and everything all in together. Okay? Chicago ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? We one of the most crooked ass cities up in the motherfucking United States. Okay? Bitch, Al Capone. Okay? Al Capone. That's all you need to know. Al fucking Capone, bitch. Okay? And all the cops that he had on his paper, girl, gangsters. Okay? But yeah, that was happening, and he basically lied about that. And from what people was telling me that actually know some things about him, they was like, yeah, he ain't all the way 100%. You know what I'm saying? And he just found some stupid shit. Whatever, he got caught up in some stupid shit, not the real bad shit that he probably didn't did, but just some stupid shit. Okay, and I'm sitting here like, boy, and you gonna lie about that? Now, if you getting large drinks, especially if you're drinking vodka, that should have put you on your ass. Okay, and told y'all about the fact that when I was out of town, I had four Long Island iced teas, and I couldn't handle it, okay? And it was big glasses. It was big glasses. I said, bitch, what the fuck was your problem, okay? What was you on? What was you trying to prove that night, okay, bitch? I don't know. I was just enjoying myself. So if it put me on my ass, and I'm the size that I was bigger than too, okay? And he a big boy, but, I'm pretty sure that's what it was, girl. So you out here fucking your shit up right before you're supposed to retire in a couple of weeks. Girl, right before the holidays. And then your family got to hear about this shit. Just a fucking mess, okay? And then they probably, putting some backlash because of this whole thing with the Jussie Smollett case. And, he trying to sue the city and all this stuff. So, this just going to give him ammunition or whatever to do what he got to do. But, girl, yes, it is a mess. But anyway, that is the little stuff that has been going on in my part of the town that has made national headline. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that. If you have any opinion on Eddie Johnson, if I just didn't like the way that they was dealing with this whole case or whatever. Jesus Christ. And like, bitch, my edges need to be lined up and everything. So that's what was that. Another big headline was Kamala Harris. She has, dropped out of the presidential race for the Democratic candidate for the presidential election that's coming up. And my whole thing is this, she said it was due to financial reasons. They just couldn't afford it anymore. And I'm not surprised. I'm shocked. I don't feel anything. To be quite honest, None of the candidates have moved me to be like, I want your side 100%. None of them. So at this point, I would not be, God forbid, but, and I even hate to say this, I wouldn't even be surprised if the motherfucker that's in office now get reelected. I would not be surprised. Okay, because I have not, there's no strong candidate in my opinion that stands out to, that I feel that can actually defeat him in all his trickery and fuckery. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. So last week, we brought up the whole situation that happened with not Simon Cowell, but Gabrielle Union getting fired from America's Got Talent, and doing with the sexism, the xenophobia, homophobia, and all the other phobias that you can put up in there in the isms. And, she spoke about that and she got fired, and people are coming out left and right in support of her. You got Ellen Pompeo from Grey's Anatomy, Meredith Grey from Grey's Anatomy. She's coming out in support. Gabrielle Union did go back and have a discussion with the NBC representative or whatever. They had like a 5-hour long conversation. We don't know exactly what was said, but she said what she thought turned out to be productive. So hopefully something happens in the midst of that. Howard Stern came out in defense of Gabrielle and basically calling Simon Cowell out in the way that they treat, the women on the staff and all this stuff, whatever. His company, Simon Cowell, is his production company, works in conjunction with the American Got Talent, whole show or whatever. And so they're under investigation, and people are coming out with reports against him too. So I'm just like, this is just, I'm not even mad at Gabrielle Union. It just takes that one person to light that fucking fire to get everybody to just start taking a closer look at shit and calling out the injustices and stuff that's been going on. Now, one problem that's been going with Terry fucking Crews always get himself and putting his foot in his mouth somehow. Now, you guys tell me, how do you feel about this? Okay, because I didn't even know this was going on until I was looking up the update for this story. But people was coming at Terry Crews because all Terry Crews said to a tweet, it was like a quote response to a tweet, said, what did it say? You're the best, Gabrielle, you will be missed. And I guess people was in their feelings like, how can you just say that? And it probably was a passive tone or whatever, and it's like you're just pushing it away, brushing it to the side, like, oh well, you'll be missed. You're the best, you're fine, you'll land on your feet. It is what it is. That's what I guess people was thinking, like, because expecting this black man to come to the defense of this black woman who came to the defense of him when he came out with his sexual assault allegation that happened in 2017 against that Hollywood agent. Gabrielle Union was one of the people that was really truly speaking out on his behalf or whatever, and all she can get is, you're the best of luck. That's it. That's all you gonna say? If that's the case, I feel like people think, you know what, you should have just shut the fuck up on this part, okay? You should have just been, And it be like that sometimes, like black women will ride for our men, but sometimes our men don't have our back. And I'm sorry to say that, but that's just what it is. And vice versa sometimes, but mostly black women will ride for a black man, and we don't get that same respect in return. We really don't, okay? Y'all heard about that, the speaking of, you heard about the what he play on the Clippers, the black guy, one of the black players that's married to the wife and the white wife, and then called one of the commenters or whatever, trying to clarify and say, I was talking about the commenter who was talking to me, his wife, and called her a bulldog or whatever. Basically, because he trying to clear it up to make it seem like he wasn't talking about all black women are bulldogs or whatever. Because you know what it is. You know how it is when these people get a certain amount of money, and we see it all the time. And sometimes I try to be in defense and be like, that's just a preference or whatever. But we see it all too often where these entertainers, whether they're, musicians and actors or sports stars or whatever type of field, they get into a high position, they get a little bit of money, and then all of a sudden they got a Becky on their arm, they got a white girl on their arm, or they got another culture on their arm. Okay, they don't have a black girl. And I don't have a problem with interracial dating. I really don't. My thing is, just don't be disrespectful to your own people, because at the end of the day, you came from a black woman. You were raised by a black woman if you had that luxury. Okay. So how dare you disrespect the people that gave you life, the person that gave you life, basically, you know. But hey, y'all tell me how y'all feel about both those stories. Always trying to backtrack. I shouldn't have said it. I apologize. I'm just trying to move forward. That was the latest shit that he said. I said, boy, I swear to God. But anyway, moving on from that, George Zimmerman is back in the news because George Zimmerman wants to take it upon himself because he's feeling some type of way. I don't remember exactly why this came about, but now he wants to sue the prosecutor in the case that he went through with the Trayvon Martin case, Trayvon Martin's parents, the lawyer, and basically everybody involved, trying to say that there was supposed to have been another witness that was supposed to take the stand, but she got taken out and replaced with Rachel, the friend of Trayvon's, and then trying to say that Rachel was a fake witness, okay? And I'm sitting here like, are you serious? The fact that he is still here, and I'm talking about like nothing bad has ever happened to him. I ain't wishing bad on nobody, and I ain't saying nobody should go out there and attack anybody else, but I'm just surprised that he is still here, still thriving, still out here doing the bullshit that he's doing, and nobody has attempted to do anything to him. And I know somebody did, but they did that for their own personal reason, and then they the ones got in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But we fuck around with everybody else, and man, just a mess, okay? Like, how is he still here? You got your goddamn nerves. You really are trying to sue somebody after you killed their child. And then for a stupid amount of money, $100 million, you're not about to get that, bruh. And anybody that take on that case, you dumb as fucking. That shows what your character, okay? That shows where you stand at on a lot of stuff. You want to know what? People just been fucking up a whole bunch, Rest in peace to the, this recently happened, I believe, yesterday. The UPS driver that got killed in that hostage takeover, he just finished training. This was his first time in Miramar. Is it Miramar, Florida, or whatever? Girl, it was was it Florida? Yeah, Florida. I know it was Miramar, okay? But he just got through training, and he was on his first ride, doing his first, ride by himself to do delivery, pick up packages, and all that stuff at UPS. And these people, I guess it was a jury heist, trying to steal some jury or whatever, and took him and his car as hostage. And the cops was chasing him on the freeway. And they wound up shooting up the car and wound up shooting him, an innocent victim. An innocent victim. And the way that they did it, it was so sloppy, because that didn't have to happen. To be quite honest, none of them had to die. None of them had to die. All right. They handled this so wrong, and I hope that justice is served for them. I hope that family gets some financial compensation. I hope people badges get taken away, because this is messed up. This is messed up. But condolences to the family. That's an unfortunate thing that happened. And they just said another freaking shooting where 4 people was killed at a naval base. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, this shit is happening back to back to back. Like, Jesus Christ. But, yeah. So, on to some other probably not so depressing news. Girl, Brandy was over there, had a little reunion with the cast of Moesha, or I should say, her daddy and her stepmama, Frank and Shirley Ralph, okay? D. They were at Shirley's Ralph Diva Foundation Gala or whatever that she was doing, that she does every year. And they confirmed that they're going to do a reboot of Moesha. Now, y'all, listen. Y'all already know. I said, truth be told, BET streaming, BET Plus should have put like 101, Moesha, the Parkers, all that stuff that was on UPN. All of us, half and half. Put all of that stuff, the good shit, and put that on their streaming services if they could have. I don't know if they looked into it, but that's one of the things that they should have done. But my whole thing is this. Do we really need a reboot? Okay. To be quite honest, is we didn't even get a season finale. Okay, we didn't get a series finale from Moesha, nothing like that. Baby, we still left with the cliffhanger of who the fuck was pregnant, because it's a couple of possibilities in real life who was pregnant. Okay, was it Shar? Was it Mo? Was it who? Girl, we don't know. Okay, and where the fuck was Miles? Who took Miles? And did he come back in one piece? Okay, and same thing with Dorian ass. Did they get Dorian too? Okay, bitch, like I don't know, like if they do a reboot, do we really need it? Is it going? This is my problem with reboots. Okay, you only strike gold sometimes with reboots where everything is coming when it comes back and it's all to the good and you're like, yes, it's great, okay, it's just as good as the original. But 9 out of 10, it's not going to be just as good as the original, because you could do certain things back in the day that you probably can't do today, or you could do things today that probably ain't gonna make sense to the story or whatever. And it's like, can we just think of something different? Can we just think of different shows that we can put out there? I know we have some more, brilliant, creative minds, black minds, people of color minds, or whatever, that can come up with these different shows, different ideas. We don't have to keep on rebooting. Please just let the classic stay the classic. We don't need a reboot of this. And Dale is dead, okay? I'm sorry to say it like that. Hakeem is gone too, Bernie Mac is gone too. That's 3 people from the cast. If it ain't got all the original people, I don't want to see nobody else coming in playing, supposed to be playing them or whatever. And then, girl, no, it's too much time has went past. Let that go. That was a time in history that we needed. And at this point, if we gonna do something, do some new shit with some new ideas. Stop with these reboots, because I'm tired of it. But anyway, moving on to some other dumb shit. Offset and Cardi B, listen, I'm about tired. Okay, Cardi, you ain't been in the news in a minute. You and this nigga Offset, this motherfucker really got your ass out here looking a fool, and I can't just blame him, because you taking it, okay? And I like Cardi, but we gotta call a fucking spade a spade. This nigga, people been saying this shit about this nigga for the beginning, okay? He out here, supposedly being up in people DMs that got a case against your fucking wife. One of the girls that just so happens to be Tekashi 6ix9ine's girlfriend, just so happened to be one of the girls that's coming at Cardi, got a case on her for that strip club fight, for accusing her for fucking around with Offset or whatever. You all up in her DMs, supposedly, allegedly in her DMs, saying I miss you for real and all that stuff. And then you want to come back all of a sudden and y'all want to put up videos and say we was asleep and we was sick, and I know niggas do dumb shit, but he ain't that dumb. And I'm sitting here like, niggas are dumb and you dumb too, okay? I'm just saying, you could have been asleep. He could have went to the bathroom and texted that at 1 a.m, okay? Bitch, a cold don't stop nobody from flirting with somebody. It don't. A holiday don't stop nobody from flirting with nobody. It don't. Okay? It don't. And then all of a sudden to conveniently make it seem as though, his whole accounts, all his accounts just so happen to be hacked, okay? Because then on Twitter, they're talking about some of these posts comes up saying that he's gay, he like balls in his face, he licks ass and all this stuff or whatever. What they got to do with Instagram being fucked up when you in somebody's DM? Because Instagram and Facebook is together. Twitter is something different, okay? So how all conveniently all your shit get hacked at the same time? Boy, alright, if that's what you want us to believe, I'm gonna go ahead and let you believe it, because bitch, I ain't buying it. But you know what, Cardi, if that's what you want to deal with, that's what you want to deal with. And who am I to judge, okay? Because it ain't me, and it is what it is. Just dumb. Moving on from that, shout out to Mary J. Blige, okay? Mary J. Blige just celebrated the 25th anniversary of her My Life album, which is a classic, okay? And there is also a documentary about her life that is on the works for Amazon Prime. And I am looking forward to it. I really am looking forward to that. Good news for Remy Ma. Remember when she got into that whole case against her because of the so-called hitting that Britney Taylor girl? And you know, she wanted to press charges and all that stuff. And then they tried to say that they had witnesses, they had video footage, they had all that stuff. Couldn't find out they ain't got shit. They had unreliable witnesses. They couldn't find no footage that showed her actually doing something, you know. So there's really no evidence that whatever happened allegedly, and therefore the charges have been dropped. The case has been dismissed. Then this Britney bitch, she goes and posts a video and put a caption talking about "You're welcome." You're welcome what? You're welcome what? You didn't do anything. You did, what you did was snitched on something for no reason, okay? You put her in the fuck, well, she put herself in the predicament if she did it, you know, because I believe that Britney and that Remy punched that girl, okay? And like I always said, Remy, you was on probation, you was on parole at that time. You could have fucked yourself up, okay? You could have fucked yourself up, and you need to be slow to anger. That's what you need to learn, to be slow to anger, okay? And you could have. I hope you learn from this, okay? Because everybody ain't your friend or whatever. It's snakes out here that's waiting to just do anything to get your ass locked the fuck back up. Thank God you off of probation. Thank God you ain't got to deal with the court system no more. But you know, take this as a lesson, okay? Take this as a fucking lesson. And Britney, you a rat ass bitch. You done fucked your own reputation up. We don't got no respect for you. And it ain't just about ratting or whatever. It was just the way that she went about doing it. It was just like, it felt so vindictive and shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, girl, bye. Master P and Romeo, they about to launch some rap noodles, girl, some Roman noodles. They own Roman noodles. I said, come on. Ramen noodles, Roman noodles, whichever one you want to call, oodles and noodles, okay, noodles, bitch. I want to try some. I got a feeling like the sodium level is going to be off the fucking charts, okay? It's going to be off the fucking charts. Have you ever looked at the calorie intakes of a pack of oodle noodles on the back? Just that one little block? Bitch, that should be like 400 some calories. I'd be like, God damn, bitch, no wonder why I be up in here tweaking when I eat it. Girl, a lot. Okay? So the sodium just gonna have us off the fucking wall. And I want to try the shit, bitch. Okay? I like to take risks, okay? But, you know, keep on. I can't hate on him for, you know, doing his thing. But moving on from that, y'all gonna try them. Have y'all tried the, wrap chips? Girl, I haven't either. But, Whack 100. This is probably gonna be the debate of the episode. Of the video. Whack 100, who is the girl, he be in everybody's shit, always in the beef with somebody. He's Blueface, the rapper Blueface, or the wannabe rapper Blueface manager, okay? And I know it's been controversy or whatever surrounding Blueface because, you know, when asked about Nipsey Hussle, you know, he basically didn't have nothing to say because he didn't know the person. He didn't know Nipsey. And my thing is, I don't understand why people getting upset because he has nothing to say, or a person has nothing to say on a person that you know or may knew of or, you know, heard of or whatever. Just because you know a person don't mean that another person know that same person or have that same level of, you know, knowledge and respect for them. Okay. And if that's their opinion, that's their opinion. I don't understand why you get mad at that. You can't expect everybody to know who this person was. Okay. Truth be told, before Nipsey Hussle passed away, I couldn't name a song from him. All right, never heard of any of his music. I knew of him, but I've never heard his music like that. Okay, so you know it's understandable. But I knew other things because of what he. I knew more so of him because of his association with Lauren London. That's how I knew of him. I liked Lauren London. I knew that she was dating him. I knew that they had a kid together, a child together, and so therefore I got into some of the stuff that he was doing within his community. I never really got into the music, okay? I didn't do that until after he passed away. I can admit that, you know what I'm saying? And he was really decent rapper, you know what I'm saying? And so Wack did this. Somebody called him somewhere and asked him, do they think that Nipsey Hussle is a legend? And he basically said that he wasn't a legend because he didn't have the hits. He didn't have, you know, the charts, the numbers on the charts and stuff like that. He was equating his music and stuff about, you know, to whether or not he's a legend or not. Do I feel if he's talking about that, then yes, you're correct. He was not a legend in that sense. But he was a legend in his community. He was a legend and to the people that respected him, and because of the things that he was doing trying to fix his community. He was a hood legend that turned into a national legend, but I do think that people are, putting a lot on it because he's gone now. But I'm not going to sit here and take away from what this man has done and try to downplay it. But musically, that's up for debate. What do y'all feel? How do y'all feel? Do you feel like he was a legend or just a legend for his community or whatever? Because the man did do some good things, okay? You can't take that away from him. But yeah, y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Shani O'Neal, this news just came out, basically saying that she's about to get her, it's alleged that she might get her producer title taken away from her if she wants to come back on the show. Basically, she had Basketball Wives Miami, that went away. So then Basketball Wives LA came about, and that's when the Miami girls came all the way back over there to LA, and that part of the franchise became real popular. And because of the things that's been going on recently and the way that they been happening and all the drama and controversy, people at VH1, they're not too happy with everything that's going on, allegedly, okay? And they're saying that, she's either going to have to pick. They basically said she's running the show into the ground. All right. And that she's going to have to either pick, if she want to stay on the show, she's going to have to lose her, either be behind the scenes or, either or, be behind the scenes or be a person on the camera. Okay. She ain't going to have both titles. I said, well, I mean, this is what happens when you just let shit run wild and you try to, Shani manipulates a whole bunch of stuff on this show and then try to play innocent and then don't call people out on their shit and let them do what they want to do because, it's favoritism on the show, and we've all seen that throughout the seasons when it comes to her. So, I'm not surprised and I'm not sad about it either. I don't even watch the show because I can't, because it's I don't have the time, and I ain't got time to be pissed off over that bullshit. And I never liked Shani on the show. I'm gonna be quite honest. I never liked her. But it is what it is. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. And the last thing that I wanted to let y'all know is if you are going to the Millennium Tour, please go ahead and get your tickets because the pre-sale is going on right about now. General sale will be on Monday. Bitch, truth be told, as much as I've been talking about this tour, they need to give me some access to the backstage, okay? They could have gave me some access to backstage. You know what I'm saying? They could have gave me some free tickets, to be quite honest. But baby, I got my tickets when they went on sale yesterday. Okay? I'm on the floor. Me and my sister and my cousin, we gonna go. We about to turn the fuck up, bitch. And bitch, Lloyd, don't let your ass walk past in the crowd like you did last time, cause bitch, I'm damn sure gonna touch your hair. I just want you to know that. Anyway, and if you need the pre-sale code, it's party, okay? Party. All right. I hope y'all get, and the tickets is cheap. The tickets is cheap, okay? Unless it's a package. The lowest I seen, because for the flow was like, well, the highest for the flow that I seen outside the packages and the meet and greet or whatever, $125. $125. Okay, and I think the lowest probably like 40 something. Okay, y'all can get that. Go ahead and get your tickets and get your life, okay? But anyway, y'all enjoy y'all weekend, and I will see you guys later. Peace.